Hey guys, thanks for watching my video today. I want to speak to you about what to do if you receive a non-renewal from your insurance company. We are in a time, a very challenging marketplace, mostly in the property insurance realm. We're starting to see it spread over into casualty and liability insurance. In the hard market, more and more people are getting non-renewed. Insurance companies are pulling out of their geographic areas. They're taking on less exposure. They're reducing their risk. And because of that, more and more people are opening up their mail every day, opening up their email, receiving communication from their insurance company that they are going to be non-renewed. What do you do if you're one of the people receiving that notice? Stay tuned. I'm going to explain here in today's video. I think the first and foremost, it's important to have a good, clean file of all of your insurance history. When it comes time that you need to find another insurance company to replace your important coverage, you want to have a good file to hand over to an insurance professional like ourselves, where it's going to have all of your policy information, what your coverage looked like in the past, all of the property information, what is there to be insured, and of course, your loss history. It's sometimes in commercial lines referred to as loss runs, to have a file available to turn over so that when your insurance professional is ready to go to market for you, they have all the information necessary. Number two, information is key. Have your information available. Your insurance company is going to start asking you a lot of questions. The new professional might ask you for information that you haven't had to provide in the past. When you're talking about property insurance, whether it's your home, whether it's a commercial property, whether it's equipment or contents that you own, you want to make sure that all of the updates, the dates of purchasing, the dates that you've replaced your roof, maybe you had upgrades done to your plumbing, your electrical, your HVAC systems. This is all information that's going to be needed in a hard market. Insurance companies are looking to insure property that is less likely to turn into a loss. Now, if you think about these systems, roofing, plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. These are systems that if not updated normally or replaced in time, they could be the means to a loss. Fire caused by bad electrical systems, pipes bursting, causing damage to the home or the commercial building. So be ready to provide that information. Be ready to fill out an application that may be much more than what you're used to providing in the past. But there's a reason for this.
There's probably a deep reason.
You want to give your insurance professional the information where they can put your property in a good light to the insurance companies. Underwriters are looking at each risk closer now than ever before. They're finding ways not to write the policy. So be ready and be prepared to provide this information.
I'm ready for anything.
If you're a landlord, we're seeing a lot of non-renewals coming from the landlord space, whether that's landlord of a private dwelling or of a commercial building. Be ready to provide your rent rolls. Be ready to provide information about who is occupying your structure. Of course, when it comes to commercial buildings, the operations of the tenant are going to be really important to the insurance company for them to understand what kind of risk is involved or what could come of a loss at the building. Same goes for personal. If you're Airbnb or providing vacation rentals, short-term is a lot riskier for an insurance company than a long-term tenant. So be ready to provide this information and be ready to answer the questions of your insurance professional when the time comes. Tip number three, an independent agent or an independent broker could be worth their weight in gold in this market. Many of the captive carriers, many of the direct writers have pulled out altogether. So unfortunately, their agents are struggling to find placement because they can only place your policy with their company. If you talk about the independent agency, independent agents have contracts from several different insurance companies. So they're able to go to market on your behalf and bring back options or provide options to you that you may not have had access to from a direct writer or a captive. Find a good local or a good independent agent that can work in your area, that's licensed in your state, that has knowledge of your particular risk, where they can bring options to the table. Number four is be open-minded to the excess and surplus lines marketplace at this point. When we see tightening in insurance markets, whether it's in casualty markets, we saw lots of tightening, or property markets, which we're seeing today because of inflation and the regulatory environment and carrier profitability and reinsurance and capacity, and I can go on and on. Be open-minded to surplus lines. Surplus lines carriers write on a non-admitted basis. Sometimes they actually write on an admitted basis in your state, but it's more of the insurance carriers that you may not have heard of. It's not your Main Street or your mainstream insurance companies. These are companies that underwrite a little differently, that place different forms on the policy. The coverage may not be as robust, but in today's marketplace, what's better? To have coverage that may be a little more restrictive or not have coverage at all? That's the questions that you have to ask yourself. That's the question that you should ask your insurance professional. And that's a tip that I'll provide you in this challenging marketplace. The secondary market, excess and surplus lines companies could save the day when you're not able to find coverage from your standard or preferred insurance companies. Lots of those companies are really reducing their footprint, and the secondary market could be a great way for you to replace that coverage and to continue your operation if you're in business, or continue covering your home or your rental property, your investment properties if you are looking for private coverage or personal coverage. Those are 4 tips that I give you today if you receive a non-renewal notice from your insurance company. Don't stress out about it. Don't freak out. There's lots of insurance agencies out there like ours where we have great experience in the marketplace. We have great success in most cases transitioning our clients to either another preferred market or the excess and surplus market to hold them over until things start to change or become a little more fluid like we saw the past 10 years. Give us a call here if you have any questions or concerns. Our number is 858-384-1506, or you can email hello@foagency.com. If you're one of our clients, we will let you know immediately as soon as we know if we receive a non-renewal notice from your insurance company to prepare you properly. If you're not our client, you can reach out. We're happy to help or see what we can do to assist you. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that little notification bell so that you're notified of any future videos that I may release. Please like my videos so that more people see it, and for taking the time to watch. I hope it helped. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.